NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Players. Frank, couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, the second here at the fourth is a dangerous shot.
Once again, this is another example of where you have to look at the green. Where exactly is the flag? If it's on that high portion, you've got to fly it all the way back.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Has the birdie, now at 1 under par for the tournament. Let's get back to the action at the fifth. Early in the round and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
Good contact, good result.
Every time we go back to the Players, there's always the talk. You know, the meetings that we always have, too much about 17. And yet, everywhere we go all over the world, and even when I played there, the one hole that was talked about in the locker room was 17, how unfair or fair it was that day. And it's the one hole that spectators always talk about. So in a way, 17 is TPC Silver.
You know, Phil Mickelson always said it's like walking on a balance beam, that if it's 2 feet off the ground, it's no big deal. But if you raise that to 25 feet off the ground, yes, it's the same task, it's that same beam, but you know, you look down and you're in some trouble. It's the moment that makes it really hard. And when that crowd goes silent, and they always do, especially on a Sunday, when that ball is airborne, they go silent for that 2 or 3 seconds while it's hanging in midair, and you don't know, wet or dry, victory or defeat. It's really still one of the best moments in the game.
Yeah, 17 is golf's version of vertigo.
Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll. Sneaking into contention here. That birdie.
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. Frank, the 7th hole here at the TPC Sawgrass, vintage Pete Dye, isn't it?
It is. Anything other than straight. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there. Oh my goodness, Frank. Did you see that? He just annihilated that.
He just threw precision out the window. This is all about brute strength, and that is miles.
Just a pure strike and a perfect result. They'll have a good look at birdie now. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. And with the birdie, moves into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
And moves into some very good company. That was a great first day out there, Rich.
I really enjoyed it. We saw a lot of birdies, excellent play, and some impressive names on top of this leaderboard. Anybody's game.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Players.
Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, there's a lot to factor in on this approach at the 14th.
You can favour right side of this green and sort of allow the contours of the green just to move that ball to the left.
This is a good-looking shot. Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right, this is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left centre. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on this green, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies. Well, yeah, birdie, Frank, and another shot closer.
Sniffing in the right direction.
Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18 tee. You feel where you are in the too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
And Frank, that steady play continues.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. It's putt for birdie. Count it, that's a birdie. Frank, it's the moment that makes it tough, isn't that right?
Yeah, you've made that walk from 16 green. It's 80 yards to the tee here. So as you walk along, and if your eyes venture to the right, you see it all in front of you. You see the crowd behind, and you realize this is the shortest par 3 on the golf course. But you also, if you think a little too hard, everything that you've seen over the years flashes through your mind.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Oh my goodness, Frank. I think that baby went in. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating.